Big news. Trump's trade deal with Vietnam might mean higher costs for electronics, footwear, and fashion. CNN. In a move that could impact consumer prices significantly, President Donald Trump revealed a trade pact with Vietnam on Wednesday, which might lead to higher prices on shoes, electronics, and clothing in the U.S. How does this work? Since April, items imported from Vietnam to the United States have enjoyed a minimum tariff of 10%. This was a considerable reduction from the 46% rate suddenly put in place earlier in the year, which was then paused by Trump to allow more time for international trade negotiations with the U.S. But here's where it gets controversial. The trade deal framework doesn't guarantee that tariffs won't increase. The agreement Trump made public through social media proposes a new minimum 20% tariff on Vietnamese exports to the U.S. That's double what U.S. companies are paying now. In exchange, Vietnam has committed to keeping its market open to American products without imposing reciprocal tariffs. Many specifics of the agreement are still unclear, but Vietnam referred to the pact simply as a framework. As Clark Packard, a trade policy research fellow from the Cato Institute, pointed out, this is likely not encouraging news for American shoppers, with Vietnam's role as America's sixth largest source of imports steadily increasing as Chinese shipments have decreased. These tariff hikes could hit various goods, including electronics, clothing, footwear, and furniture. It's essential to understand that tariffs are essentially import taxes that make foreign goods costlier. Initially, businesses bear the costs, but sooner or later, they often have no choice but to pass these costs on to consumers through higher prices. Meanwhile, some businesses might absorb part of the expenses to maintain customer loyalty, but eventually they face the need to adjust prices. White House spokesperson Kush Desai emphasized that such tariffs are geared to make the playing field fair for American industries and workers. By making imports costlier, the aim is to encourage domestic production. We've seen that it can take years for businesses to transition manufacturing back to the U.S., leaving them dependent on imports like those from Vietnam. Caleb Petit, a research associate at the Independent Institute, a think tank with a libertarian standpoint, challenges the notion that these tariffs will truly benefit American businesses. He suggests they could instead burden American consumers with increased prices and market uncertainties. So, are these tariffs a necessary step to reviving American manufacturing, or a substantial cost to consumers? What do you think about this trade deal? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.